But when the world needed him most...
Hey kids, I'm back. Got your milk.
No, hey, what's going on? Hold on, I just gotta check something. Just give me 1 second here.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, good. I had some audio issues on my phone. I fixed it. Okay, where do I start for the day? Let's see. I guess, okay, so Knock played Tragedy of Darth Smokey the Wise. I just literally that video was made a year ago on the 6th of May, because it's the Revenge of the Sixth. So we were literally doing the Star Wars episode. I think the episode's name was Kink Inc. Revenge of the Shituation. Shituation. And he was criticizing my acting skills. And I just want to point out something here, okay? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Emperor Palpatine and Anakin Skywalker were on fucking Coruscant, I believe, at the Mon Calamar operetta fucking thing, all right? And that's exactly how Hayden Christensen delivers his lines. Okay? I wanted it to be like more or less 1-to-1. And so, like, okay, for instance, in what is it? Is it Attack of the Clones? I always confuse the title because there's a show called Clone Wars. So whatever. But on Naboo, and I can't remember what the name of the location is, but it's like country lakefront property on Naboo, basically. He's hanging. Hayden Christensen is chilling there with Padme. Padme starts telling him some fucking story about her fucking life or whatever, and out of nowhere, and this is George Lucas writing. This is not Hayden Christensen's fault, all right? Stop hating Hayden Christensen. He's a good man, Bill. He's a good man. But some of you know what's coming. So Hayden Christensen has to deliver this god-awful line, and I'm going to attempt to do it 1-for-1, all right, with the timing and everything. I don't like sand. It's coarse and irritating. It gets everywhere. That is how he delivers his line, because how else are you supposed to deliver the line? Unless he's smoking a fucking Gauloise with a fucking death stick at the other end of it. And he's saying it sarcastically as a joke. And he's like, I don't like sand. I don't like it. It's coarse. It's fucking irritating. Gets everywhere. Unless you're doing it as like a joke, I don't know how that line works in any context. All right? Some people love the line. Some people hate the line. All right? It just is what it is. Okay? Now, the reason that like Kenny played the Darth Smokey the Wise thing is because what happened to Smokey's channel, with Smokey and everything else, is exactly word for word how it was written in the meme. That's how he did it. It's in the meme. Okay, I'm gonna now that I got that out of it, hashtag Tootsie. Thank you very much. It sucked, yeah, but it's not his fault. How do you deliver that line? How do you do it? Like Ewan McGregor got good lines. You were the chosen one, Anakin. It was said that you was. How's the line go? It was said you would destroy the Sith, not join them. You were supposed to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. Something like that. It was foretold, yeah. I'm freaking my kid out doing all this shouting, but I'm trying to. This is high theater. All right. So, yeah. So I got a thing to do here at noon in Albany. I gotta fucking take a shower and everything. I've got a lot going on today. I've got to go down. I purchased a piece of property that I'm developing, so I've got to go down there and break ground. Oh yeah, thank you. That's the other thing too. So at some point, I'm on mobile right now, so I can't do it. At some point, I'll show that email. Look, I don't fucking know anything anymore. I guess people send us a bunch of fake information, and some of it's real, and some, like we got an email from somebody claiming to be GY6, who claimed that they taped Ryan talking about the pee-pee touching thing that I'm not going to get into again. So I don't know. Trying to get me and you at each other's throats. Probably. Now I heard this too. I have to go back and listen to stuff. But anyway, so the thick shades thing with I printed a retraction. It's in the community tab. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, the thick shades doxing thing. I have to go back and watch the Drunken Peasants again. I have to find the episode. I should be able to find it. I think my kid's hucking a Chinik, so I'm not going to be alone. I've got to go check it out and see where Paul says that, because I'm fairly certain that he does. Hold on, just give me 1 second here. He dropped his pacifier there. He's fucking getting pissed off. Okay, so do I have anything else? I'm just trying to respond to everyone at once because there's just so much horse shit. I'm trying to correct the errors of the past of the main channel, so that would be the Cone Club cult, now formerly Smokey Saint. Thick Shades is not my battle. It was always Smokey's battle. I never quite understood it. I don't know why they got into it. I don't know about his exegesis. Frankly, I don't care. I'm not a Christian. If you're unfamiliar with that, this is not a Christian channel. Oh yeah, right. Praise, right. So Praise wants me to go out there and confirm that Smokey is Josh. That I'm never going to reveal Smokey's actual identity. What can I say? Some of you know what the reason is. Why I can't actually show his full ID, why I can't actually say what he is, who he is, where he's from, what his fucking dick looks like. I can't say none of that shit. I guess I can say I can't, and I guess you guys will just have to try to figure that out. Let's see. Well, Rob Reed's a lawyer. He might be able to explain it to you. Ask Rob. There you go. I don't think that saying that's an issue. I have a good feeling that he probably is. Yeah, I don't even know. So I have no idea what Boki is talking about. Anyway, so yeah. I don't know what is there. What else is there? Because I just had so much shit to do. Oh yeah, so the wind. I was hoping that the wind would have died down today because I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to dry those bricks in the kiln as open as it is with this wind the way it is. So I'm not. So I am going to go down there. I'm going to have to dress warmly because it's unseasonably cold outside today, even for upstate New York in fucking the end of April, almost May. In fact, if it doesn't hit the 70s here pretty soon, I'm going to be very concerned because it gets pretty drastically close to freezing around here. For the record, I don't care what Smokey's real name is. My issue with him is his behavior towards my friends. And you know what? I understand that because that is literally my argument. Yeah, I mean, like he's not coming back. He's not coming back because, like, let's say hypothetically he's you know, it doesn't matter what his identity is, but let me just say, thank you. Hit the like button. Fantastic. No matter what Smokey's identity is, if he is Josh, if he isn't Josh, it doesn't actually matter because now he's bordering on lolcow territory where regardless of the fact of the matter, right, it's still going to just basically be a constant meme and he's not going to be able to do what he wants to do anyway. It's just kind of the way it is. So he just said fuck it and left. Some people were saying that is basically an admission that he is Josh, right? Which actually kind of illustrates my point. Everyone has already made up their mind about this. I don't know why me saying anything would lend any credibility one way or the other to the argument. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I met him in person. But hey, listen, I can empathize with that. All right, I totally empathize with that. See, that's what I'm doing here. And oh yeah, the other thing, people kind of want me to convert to Christianity. If I do, I'm not doing it publicly until I see a drastic change in the Christian community and how they behave towards one another. Once I see you guys getting each other's backs, I'm not bending to peer pressure constantly. Praise. Yeah, I just kidding, but not really. No, actually, Praise, you need to go write down what you believe on a fucking index card or something and just stick with it, right? Because you just change your mind about people so much. You let your personal opinions of people and what other people tell you basically dictate your disposition towards everyone on a regular basis, and that's also wrong. Also, even if I could, I wouldn't sell Smokey Up the River for fucking 30 shekels of silver either way. It's just not who I am. I just wouldn't say anything about it at all. I mean, if Smokey is hypothetically Josh, then that would be his responsibility to do that, not mine. I'm not out here trying to spill state secrets, all right? I'm not that way. A lot of you guys know that I have a lot of your personal information because you've given it to me, and I know things about your life, and some of you come to me and say, hey, well, I've got this problem, and when we talk through it, one of the public examples of that would be like Wildheart, right? Where people know that we talked off the record because it was said in a stream once before. So like I wouldn't like betray that trust just so that someone else could score points on the internet. That's kind of dumb. I don't know. Being obsessed about his identity at this point is kind of moot. He's not coming back. You see, because this kind of thing followed Shani and Rev and G-Man and John and Brett and followed them around forever. I think Brett's kind of recovering now, but it's been a very long time, and it's a pointless battle to fight. So think I'll have this one cigarette and then be done. I happen to like the news unit. I think that he's funny. I don't know the man personally, never met him in real life, so I don't have the same kind of what would you call it, relationship that I with him that I do others like Kat, like Lo, like John, like Smokey, like Kenny, other people that I've met in real life. So I can't talk on that, but I also don't really watch his content because he's kind of a moving target in terms of channels. So yeah. At any rate, I think that is probably it. See, that's fucking stupid. That is really dumb. The news unit endorsed Smokey, and we will deal with him worse too and expose his past too. Can't you just fucking give it a fucking rest? Do you realize? Do you read what you're saying and not see how fucking psychotic that is? Just, I mean, whatever. You do what you're gonna do. I wouldn't go anywhere near Dave's actual personhood because he will probably actually kill one of you. I have no doubt in my mind that if he showed up somewhere, if you showed up at his house or something, he will very likely kill you if you trespass on his property. I'm certain of that. It's very Second Amendment. So I just need 2 seconds. No, I was outside. My wife is with my kid, but she's having a hard time getting him to calm down. I'm in the kitchen as a buffer for noise. I'm not smoking next to my child. I'm not like some people. He does seem to have a lot of theological knowledge, but he's not. It's pointless. When he went on this is something that he told me. When he went on his tour across America and Kenny was pastoring to strangers in parking lots, he told me that is ultimately something he would rather do, like go actual places in the country and talk to real people rather than like talk to people on the internet. Because let's face it, the internet, YouTube especially, and social media in general, is kind of a toxic environment. In fact, I looked back at some of my older videos last night, woke up this morning, had to think about it, and realized that like the internet has ultimately made me a worse person. So like for real, like I am absolutely 100% worse for having been on the internet doing this. I regret a few things, like, okay, for example, the Earn thing with Bill Cuthbert. I apologized for that beforehand, and I only apologized because it seemed like he was deeply affected by it, and I just like the way that I saw it at the time was just like, okay, if it's not true, he's going to recognize it's a joke. But if he said something that he didn't really mean and it was never supposed to see the light of day, then somebody told me about it and then I ran with it, I could see how that might affect him the way he did. So, like, here's my headcanon about how that happened. He said it. He was joking. He was having a hard time dealing with the situation. He didn't actually mean the thing about the last paycheck or whatever. But, and then I don't get about this is, like, I apologized for that a while ago. We even removed the video that he asked us to remove. And then other promises were made to us. That end of the bargain was not held up, but fine. I no longer care about that arrangement. But, like, I go in a room the other day, being cordial as fuck, and everyone had a hissy fit and won't let me be fucking cordial. So, okay, fine, I guess. Fine. I mean, like, when I was fucking pissed off in the moment, I'm be completely upfront about this. I told fucking Wild Eden to kill herself. And then she went on another stream immediately after that. I went over there to apologize. She accepted my apology, and then like the next day she no longer accepted my apology. So you could see my apprehension about apologizing for things when I'm wrong, because it literally gets everyone nowhere. No, I went outside. Mamba, I don't. Okay. Anyway. It is enough. It's enough. It's absolutely enough. There's no point in continuing this bullshit any longer. It's over. You got them, boys. You won. I'm sure your trophies are in the mail. I never understood that. I even asked Praise. Can someone, by the way, since I no longer have Smokey to come out here, and is he fucking? Oh no, he's fine. He's just making noises. I no longer have Smokey to publicly confirm things for me, but can you tell me anywhere in the Bible that it says that some man who is guilty of a sin is supposed to like come out and repent to the community? I thought you were supposed to repent to God or Jesus or the Holy Spirit or the Trinity or something like that. Can anyone point that out to me in Scripture? Because I don't get it. I mean, like, obviously Jew, but you know, I don't know where that comes from. Jesus Christ. Okay, he clearly needs, honey. He clearly needs something you're not. Is he tired? Okay, hold on one sec. I'm gonna help my wife for a second. Jesus Christ, it's a busy fucking morning. He's fighting sleep is the situation. He's fighting sleep. He got up early and he needs a nap. It's already almost 10 o'clock, which means that I actually have to go because I only have like 15 minutes. Actually, yeah, I'll stick out for a couple minutes and then I got to get the fuck out of here. But yeah, does anybody have any other questions? I went off on a tangent and then I got distracted by my kid, so I don't actually remember what the fuck where I was going with that. But probably, I don't know. Are you supposed to ask forgiveness from other people? Or are you supposed to do it to Gord? I don't know. I don't know, because there's things that you can do, and yeah, and that's, you know, there's some dark part of me that would enjoy seeing that happen. However, I would prefer peace over war, to be honest with you. I'm kind of tired of being the fucking level 8 beat stick, to use a Duel Monsters turn of phrase, for other people just simply because of my ability to be so monstrous. I mean, I didn't realize that like unironically people were legitimately afraid of me. I thought it was kind of like a goof, but people were legitimately concerned about some autistic kid on the internet. That's the first time in a while I've been able to call myself a kid. I feel young because a lot of you are much older. I realize I'm 29. I'll be 30 next year. So, okay, Guru, it's all right. I don't know. I don't know. I'm literally not God. I'm not Jesus. I'm not some prophet walking among you. Well, it seems like he's got a lot of theological insight in terms of Christianity and shit like that. I don't know. Can any of you say that you know that you're absolutely saved? Can you prove it? See, that's the problem with the whole thing. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. So, I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure he said, listen, he said something a while ago that I agree with. I think that the young earth creationism thing kind of turns more people away than Smokey saying some bad words. Smokey has been absolutely upfront and transparent about how he approaches his exegetical horseshit, right? He's always called people bitches, whores, and slags. He's never shied away from using profanity. He used biblical examples of why he can do that. And for all I know, he's right. I mean, fuck, if the prophets can do it, I mean, you know? So, I don't think he turned anyone away from Christianity, per se. Unless your definition of Christianity is whatever version of Christianity you happen to hold to, like OSAS, oneness, hyper grace, free grace, or shit. So, I mean, yes, you can, like the Jack Smack, live like the devil, go to heaven, live like Jesus, go to hell mentality. That never made any sense to me. So, I mean, it would, like I said, it would depend on what your definition of Christianity is. None of this ever really made a whole lot of sense to me at all. Good. I'm guessing you're literally only here to express that. That's kind of toxic. I mean, you're gonna point at the splinter in my eye and ignore the log in your own. That's fine. Go do something useful with your day. Go do charity. Go be a decent human being. See, this is the problem also that Smokey pointed out back in the day. It's like he's not, I don't think he's works-based salvationist. I think what it is that, like, to believe that you shouldn't be charitable and kind because it's not going to get you into heaven. In fact, it might actually send you to hell. That is a toxic belief, in my opinion. Again, I have to point this out. I am Jewish, so I have a very different theological slant on this. Like, I give a lot of time to people. I give a lot of my finances directly to people who need it. I donate everything of myself that I possibly can donate in my real life to the betterment of people, obviously off the internet, because here it's like the complete opposite. But to say that it's not going to get you into heaven is enough for some people to use it as an excuse to not give to charity and not give of themselves and not give their time and things like that. And I think that's just awful. I think that's just the worst fucking thing. And for some reason, that and young earth creationism and flat earth and all that stuff, that all seems to go hand in hand. I'm still not entirely sure what the connection is, but usually if you're one of those things, you're probably all of those things. So as someone, but it's not always the case. There are people that we have met here that are flat earth or they're young earth creationists. It's usually the young earth creationists who do not, believe that doing good works in general is a salvific detriment to the destiny of your soul in the hereafter. And I think that's good. It's like, I don't know. I'm of the mindset that, like, I don't think Jesus would approve of you using him as an excuse to not do good things simply because you think that your rewards in heaven will be lessened by the fact that you actually tried to help someone on this planet. it seems a bit counterintuitive and counterproductive. So, thanks for the milk. Coffee break, hell yeah. I think people like Bill and Thicky turn people away because they always attack people. Then they say it's not Christian when it happens. Yes, I've seen a lot of that. And in fact, I had to illustrate it with Ryan the Presbyterian once before with the chicken nuggets thing, where it's just like, okay, now we've done to you what you've done to us, and you still don't get it. I tried it with Knock too. It doesn't work. When words didn't work, I stuck to actions, and even that had little to no effect on the man, which is fine. I've tried to reason with him. There's no point in reasoning. We've buried the tomahawk several times, me and Knock. And every time he picks it up and he says that I said things that I didn't. This narrative that I said that he molested his daughter is ridiculous because he has trouble keeping track of who said what on account of the meme. Smokey said it was gross. Kat said it was abuse. John said he molested his daughter, which is the real person he should be angry at because that's the accusation of me. Let's see. I said that it was weird and icky, and I didn't like it, and I don't think that you should kiss your kid like that. But he's going to rewrite history. He's going to tell his version of events, and he's going to continue drinking and slandering God Almighty because it tickles his asshole pink. God knows he's only run off at the mouth about his fucking prostate about 1,000 times, you know. So it's whatever. Rob Reed, I have no strong opinion of. He seems sad, and that's awful. I don't know if that's true, but that's the way it comes off. It, like, when I looked at Rob Reed's channel and saw some of the things he was doing in real life, it seems like a man who has reached post-middle age, near what I guess the government would consider elderly, which is, I guess, now 55, maybe 60. It just looks like a guy who's going through the motions, and he doesn't really have a lot to do. He's just looking for something to fill the hours between now and the grave. And I know people that I love very much in my real life that are very much going through the motions of simply existing. And, you know, I hope he finds what he's looking for. Or if he doesn't know what he's looking for, I hope he wakes up one day and realizes what he needs. I don't know what that is. I can't fill in the blanks. I can't fill in the blanks of that ad lib right there. So, that is what it is, I guess. Briefly saying hi before I shop. Hope you're doing well. I hope you liked the video I sent you at Will Kincaid at TomTom34B. I have to look at it. I don't know where you sent it. If you sent it to the kinkmedia@gmail.com, that's mine. There's someone who made a fake an email of mine who sent death threats to somebody. Mine is the Kink Media. The other one is Kink Media, and apparently they're a fucking psychopath, so they can fuck right off. I'm not timing anyone out. I don't know what you said, and I would have seen it if I'd have disagreed. And guys, I'm gonna see it anyway if I put it on screen. Like, the timeouts don't get to me until after you've already done them. They appear. These comments appear here anyway. No, I'm the leader of the cult now. Smokey Saint has stepped down from everything. All of it. I have his email. I own pretty much everything. My kid woke up. Son of a bitch. Hold on 1 second. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll have to go look at chat up on mobile right now. Okay. You know what, Mamba? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Well, I used to see, why are you here? I'm just curious. Why are you here? Do you hate Smokey so much that you have to come to a channel where he no longer exists to? Sure, because you're against free speech. Well, let me tell you something about free speech, all right? You should have the right to exist on a platform. You do not have the right to exist on my platform. Like, I've been pretty liberal with the free speech thing, but damn. I mean, you guys don't seem to have any issue exercising your free speech, and this is something that Knox said to me. I don't think that I'm entitled to go over to Knox's channel and be able to speak. I have my own platform. Through the machinations of capitalism, I have managed to purchase a channel with nigh on 1,200 subs. I've got as much reach as I ever possibly wanted it, really, to be perfectly honest. And it doesn't seem like you and your opinion is having any trouble being promulgated out there in the ether. Your specific words coming out of your fingertips through the keyboard into the internet, maybe, perhaps. But your general opinion is not being censored anywhere on the internet, as far as I'm aware. I'm under the impression that somebody is doing some kind of... Well, yeah, that is some... I don't fucking know. I went in... I have to literally know what the channel is, go in to the person's actual channel and unblock, because apparently a lot of the blocks that were done on StreamYard, and it doesn't show up in a block list unless you kick someone from the studio and ban them, and it doesn't show up on the YouTube community block list either. It's in a separate thing where you have to individually unblock people. I'm trying to figure out a workaround for that. Eventually I will have one. But I don't at the moment. I talked to a handful of people that I unblocked manually, but it was a real pain in the ass. No, I know you meant in general, but that was another thing that I was thinking about. I'm thinking about, like, so is literally everyone else. Everyone else is calling it how they see it, and they're totally entitled to their opinion, how they feel about situations and stuff. But literally, like, you obviously have a YouTube account. You can make a YouTube channel and express your views. And like, I'm sure one of these people that is totally anti-Smokey Saint will put it up there. They'll put pretty much anything up there that Smokey Saint, especially praise. It seems that I know people are going to be pissed off about this. It seems like at least Thick Shades is slightly more discerning than praise with that whole thing. Go down. What a sick, sadistic thing to say. I talked to Thick Shades this morning, and he didn't even say that. The harshest critic of Smokey and everyone in this whole fucking thing, and he didn't even say that. I would advise you to examine your life choices. I mean, you've put nothing at risk. There's nothing on the table for you. You're just an anon on the internet running your guns, like literally everyone else with an alt account. I respect, now this is really going to piss people off. I respect more highly Thick Shades' opinion because he's an actual human being with a real name and an actual email and an actual fucking YouTube channel that actually expresses his opinions and isn't just some alt chat rat. I respect that much more highly than some waterhead with a copy-paste opinion and a vendetta and some sick psychological twist. See, yeah, no, you're not an anon. And the other thing is Vertical. I would appreciate it if you not what's the word? I'm not Smokey. I'm a completely different person. We don't inhabit the same body. This is not Moon Knight. I am not Steven. I am, however, Jewish. I would like to, but I'm actually protesting the movie on account of Johnny Depp was fired from that role because that... I'm going to channel Smokey here for a minute. Amber Heard is a lying whore. I'm just saying it. If you've been watching any of the 12 days of this defamation trial, you will agree with me probably as well. So, I'm just not watching that movie on account of that. I'm not going to give them... Oh boy, he's having a fucking time. I'm going to get out of here. Oh yeah, it's going to continue. I've been posting stuff on the regular. I've been posting more now than I was before, I think. Yeah, kind of. I mean, they kind of operate like a publisher. But yeah, it's supposed to... I would agree that it is a platform. The fact that that's your biggest fucking problem for the day should really illustrate to you how worthless all this gum flapping is. So, I was addressing Boki's claim saying people are unwilling to be scrutinized. Well, okay, yeah, that's actually a good place to leave off. That's perfect, okay? So, here's the thing. It seems like unless you're ready to be doxxed and publicly martyred and pilloried, there's a certain group of people that you are allowed to criticize and lambaste on the internet, and then there's another group of people that you can't say anything about. So I don't know what that is, but that's gotta stop. I don't have a problem with somebody saying like some of the things that they're saying on the other channels about Smokey, fundamentally. I could disagree with what they say. I can disbelieve what they say, but they've got a right to say it. That's a totally different thing. I don't put much stock in the word slandering. Libel is not really something that I actually like. Like there's the gray area between free speech and libel is so broad that I might as well just say fuck it, to be honest with you. So I'm not even going to criticize some of the things that they've been saying about Smokey because I think they have the right to actually go out there and call Smokey a baby raper if they want to, in no uncertain terms. I think like the system was designed for that. So, I mean, I don't think they have the right to destroy someone's, like cancel someone permanently. Like, I don't think that should be able to happen. I think they should be able to say whatever, but if it's not, it shouldn't affect their real life unless it's proven inside of a court of law. But the justice system is fucked too, so I don't know. Maybe. That's a good question. I have no idea. I have no idea. Have one last cigarette and then I'm done. Oh, it's so fucking windy out here. Jesus Christ. Annie M, it's a fucking twister. There we go. So anyway. Okay, I will. Whatever you do, do not become a Christian. Stay a Jew and believe on the Lord Jesus Christ according to the scriptures. And just get your circumcision of the heart. I'll have to look into that. I've heard that circumcision of the heart before, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. I assume it's a covenantal situation, but do not become a Christian. Do not join the mixed multitudes. Okay. Mm. So, I guess that's it. While I'm smoking this last cigarette, if somebody has some questions for me, I'll try to rapid fire this stuff. It's probably one of the more successful things that I've done semi-recently. On account of my low energy and low effort that I put into it, I've not been really fucking around with things the way that I normally am. I wasn't aware that Smokey, quote unquote, left, but I didn't feel offended by being called an atheist when we actually have a Brett Kane voice and antagonist situation. I'm sorry, I read that completely fucking wrong. When we have, it should have been a parenthetical with the Brett Keane voice, but fine. You don't know anything about stage direction. Agnostic situation. Bogey, you would believe Smokey if he said the sky was yellow. You know what's funny about that? You know, if you wear blue sunglasses on an overcast day, everything will look yellow when you take the sunglasses off. I don't know if that's allegorical for something, but Dave is a little bit nutty, and that's okay. I happen to think his rants are fucking hilarious, and I kind of like to listen to him ramble about the weather. The cops are coming. I guess they don't realize how much noise this fucking audio picks up. I can't imagine with everything that's on the internet that anybody watches this is a fucking miracle. The fact that anyone's interested in this. Best to the baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. Exposed. Will Kincaid has been exposed. Oh, yeah. Speaking of exposed, I'm going to give some more credit to Thick Shades, all right? If you want to say that Smokey is Josh, right? If that's your narrative, like Knox is. Knox didn't actually expose anything. In fact, he let everyone else do the work for him. Then he made a shitty video watching somebody else's video. Literally, he's taking credit for all of the legwork that the rest of you have done. That's hilarious to me. That's hilarious that he thinks that he defeated Smokey. He's like if there was like a dungeon raid and he just like hung back in the corner and shouted insults at the dungeon boss while everyone else was doing like the tank, the healer, and the DPS guy were doing most of the legwork, and he was just some scrub on a rogue class or something, just watching it, doing color commentary, right? That's Knock. That's Knock. He thinks that this is his victory. It's not. And again, I said this once before. Smokey could rape 1,000 babies, and Knock is still a fucking dipshit. He's still been wrong multiple times. He's still said, and again, I know most of you don't care about this, but he does, horribly racist and transphobic shit. When should Knock expect a big surprise while on stream? Hold on, maybe I'm misreading this. When should Knock expect the big surprise while on stream, or was that just another nothing burger from the Smokester? There was something that we were going to do. I might still do it. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on it. There are some photographs that were taken, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. All right, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta go get a shower. I gotta fucking figure out what the hell is going on with the kid. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you're right. See? Somebody should hold his feet to the fire on that. All right. I'll see y'all later.